Hi, and welcome to CalFresh Healthy Living and the Children's Collective's Eat Healthy, Be Active community workshops. I'm Tara Barnes, health educator for the Children's Collective, and I will be leading lesson 4 on tips for losing weight and keeping it off. So let's get started. As always, with the dietary guidelines, we like to remind people to balance your calories, enjoy your food, but eat less, avoid oversized portions, make half your plates fruits and vegetables, make at least half your grains whole grains, switch to fat-free or low-fat milk, compare sodium in foods like soup, bread, and frozen meals, and choose foods with lower numbers, and drink water instead of sugary beverages. Again, to access the latest edition of the dietary guidelines, you can visit the link that's listed at the bottom of the slide. You can also go to choosemyplate.gov for more tips and resources regarding the food groups. As a reminder, the physical activity guidelines recommend that adults are physically active for at least 2.5 hours each week, and children should get at least 60 minutes of physical activity each day. Objectives for today's lesson is that you will learn how to determine your body mass index or BMI. You will also learn about the amount of calories you need each day, and you will learn tips for losing weight and keeping it off. So a little information about your body mass index or BMI. BMI is a measurement of your weight compared to your height. The BMI can help adults determine whether they are at a healthy weight. BMI calculations don't work as well for people who are extremely muscular, very tall, or very short. Overall, a BMI is a good indication of healthy weight for the majority of the adult population. BMI does not measure body fat. BMI is a quick and easy measure that can give you an idea of your weight status. Research has shown that BMI is often similar to body fat levels. Overweight or obese individuals are at an increased risk for many diseases, such as heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and some types of cancer. So just an example, this slide is, this chart here is a body BMI chart. And by looking at it, you can see that based off of your height here, in comparison to your weight, depending on the numbers you fall in, will determine your BMI, which is at the top. You can access this type of chart or other charts similar to this just by Googling it online. You can type in body mass index charts or BMI charts, and you will find something similar to this. But I will give an example. So on this slide, it's kind of hard to see, but if you were if you were 5 feet 5 inches, you weighed 132 pounds, and that will be somewhere about right in here, 5'5", about 132 pounds, you will be at a 22 BMI. So that's considered under the healthy weight. However, if you're 5'5" and you weigh 174 pounds, which is about here, you're now at a 29 BMI, and that's considered overweight. So that will lie under this category here, or this section. Again, if you were 5'5", but you weighed 198 pounds, that will put you at a BMI of 33. So that will put you in the obese section of the BMI. So that will mean that you fall in the obese category. So again, your BMI is based off of your height and your current weight. You can also use this calculation here, which might be a little more detailed, with your mass or your body weight divided by your height, and then squaring it and then multiplying that by 703 to determine your BMI. So if you want to go through that calculation, feel free, but if not, you can access this chart or other charts just like it online. So this is another example of a BMI. So let's just, using this chart, we'll determine that for a man who weighs 218 pounds and is 5 feet 9 inches tall, that he falls in the BMI of 32, which means he is considered obese. So just looking at this little visual chart here, he's outlined in the green circle, and he's at a BMI that's above at or above 30. So again, you can determine your own BMI and what weight category you are in just by looking at this chart or a chart similar to that, and basing it off of your age and weight. I'm sorry, not your age, your height and weight. You can also use these links here to access other BMI calculators. So this chart shows how many calories are recommended for males and females in all age groups. You may need more or fewer calories depending on how active you are. So if you want to lose weight, you will need to decrease the number of calories that you eat each day and or increase the amount of physical activity that you do. So did you know that 3,500 calories is equivalent to 1 pound? So that means if you eat for every 3,500 calories that you eat, you gain 1 pound. So again, this chart shows daily caloric intakes or needs for people based off of gender and age groups. Again, you can Google these type of charts and they should pop up, providing you with the similar information that's listed here in this chart. So we have a few tips for losing weight. You want to reach and maintain a healthy weight. It's important for your overall health and well-being. If you're significantly overweight, you have a greater risk of developing many diseases or conditions, including high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and some forms of cancer. For obese adults, even losing a few pounds, such as 5 to 10% of your body weight, or preventing further weight gain has health benefits. Consuming fewer calories than expended will result in weight loss. This can be achieved over time by eating fewer calories, being more physically active, or best of all, a combination of the two. So tip 1, set a goal weight and learn your BMI. Learn your BMI and set a weight goal. You just learned how to determine your BMI and your weight status category from the previous charts that we just covered. A weight goal needs to be reasonable. So if you want to lose weight, start with a goal of 5 to 10% of your current weight. So for an example, if you weigh 150 pounds, that would mean losing about 7 to 15 pounds. But make sure you talk to your doctor as well. Tip 2, eat less and you decide how. So tracking your food is also a great way to monitor how many calories you're consuming daily, how much food you're eating, and that can help you with weight loss or even weight gain, because a lot of people actually who are possibly underweight may need to actually gain weight. So they may have to consume more calories. So calorie balance over time is key to weight management. Eat smaller portions. Try using smaller plates for dinner if you are a person that's trying to lose weight. Choose low-calorie snacks and try foods such as fruits, vegetables, air pop popcorn, fat-free yogurt, hummus, and almonds. Watch your intake of sugary and high-fat desserts, as they can add a lot of extra calories and fats. Limit foods high in solid fats, such as butter or stick margarine, regular cheese, fatty meats, and French fries that are fried in oil. Drink more water and fat-free or low-fat milk and less regular sodas, sports drinks, energy drinks, and fruit drinks, as all of these typically contain added sugars. Tip 3, keep track of what you eat. So you can keep track of what you eat for more than 3 days using the calorie log by accessing this choosemyplate.gov super tracker. And then that way you can get an idea of how many calories you're eating and drinking each day. And there's also, calorie tracking apps that you may actually already know about. So you can utilize your apps on your phone to find calorie trackers for yourself. And the amount of calories you need varies depending on how active you are. Weighing yourself regularly can help you determine whether you're eating the amount of calories that your body needs. If your weight is going up, cutting back on the amount of calories you're eating each day can help you to lose weight. Tip 4, add activity as it burns calories. So add activity every day and make it something that you enjoy. You don't want to do physical activity that you don't really, that doesn't motivate you. So that way it lowers the chances of you doing it. So do something that you enjoy, that you look forward to being engaged in. The physical activity guidelines for Americans recommend that everyone engage in regular physical activity for the optimal health benefits. So we always cover this slide as far as like increasing your physical activity by engaging in moderate to vigorous physical activity by walking briskly, jumping rope, playing basketball, line dancing, gardening, aerobic dance. There's so many things that you can do that fall under the moderate and or vigorous activity categories. And again, as a reminder, 1 minute of vigorous activity is equal to 2 minutes of moderate, and children should receive 60 minutes of physical activity each day. So today's main tip is to avoid being inactive. Every bit counts, and doing something is better than doing nothing. Start with a 10-minute chunk of physical activity a couple of days a week, and then gradually increase that. Do a little more each time. Once you feel comfortable, do it more often. Then you can trade activities at a moderate level for vigorous ones that take more effort. You can do moderate and vigorous activities in the same week. Walking is one way to add physical activity to your life. Build up to walking longer and more often. Pick up the pace as you go, and that can help you burn calories. So a little bit about cutting calories. 100 calories can make a big difference. If you eat 100 calories less each day over the course of 1 year, you could lose up to 10 pounds. So for an example, 100 calories times 365 days a year equals 365,000 calories divided by 3,500, which is the number of calories in a pound, which will lead to approximately 10 pounds in weight loss. An easy way to cut calories is from snacks and beverages, as they tend to have a lot of added sugar and a lot of added calories from fats. So you can actually cut out calories fairly easy by reducing your intake of those types of foods. And instead of filling up on high calorie beverages, think of your snacks as ways to get in more fruits and vegetables. So you want foods with fiber, like whole grain foods and proteins that can help fill you up. So this slide here just gives you a little bit of a glance at how foods that are good for you, and just of the amount that you should have of certain food items. So our take-home challenge is for you to keep track of everything you eat and drink for 3 days this week, and just see how you're feeling. If you notice a difference in how you feel, your energy level, your alertness, if you feel like you feel more motivated, how are your eating habits as a result? Have you been increasing more your water intake? Have you been eating more fruits and vegetables? And just tracking your using your charts, your BMI charts, and your food tracking, just to kind of help motivate you and continue to build up the amount of physical activity that you choose to do. So if you start off slow, then over time, gradually increase that physical activity as you go throughout your week. Here are some 10 tips for you. As always, this one is to make better beverage choices. So drink water. Look at how much water is enough. You should, drink plenty of water, at least, 8 glasses of water a day. And so this 10 tips gives you a lot of ways that you can make better beverage choices. Again, we are ending our presentation with our Injustice for All discrimination complaint slide. If for any reason you feel that you need to file a complaint, this is the information to access the form. And I want to thank you for participating in today's presentation of our Eating Healthy, Be Active community workshop, and we look forward to providing you with more classes. Until next time, thank you. Have a good day.